All right, so today I am going to attempt to take this coral out, these zoas. I'm going to try to cut off the plug. I'm going to do a peroxide dip and try to kill that nasty algae that you see right there. And then I'm going to put it back in the tank, possibly in a different location. So we're going to see how that works out. Okay, so I got a little bit of funky lighting here, but I'm going to go ahead and try this. So I'm going to go ahead and try to have that frag glued in there, just with kind of some standard, like crazy glue kind of stuff, super glue stuff. So I'm going to pop that off of there, and then it does have like the little stem on that plug. I'm going to try to cut that off. I've never done that before. Supposedly you can just do it with a pair of these, so we're going to see if a disaster happens or not. Then I'm going to take a little bit of tank water. Matter of fact, I might just do that in advance. I'm going to pull a little bit of tank water, not a lot. So what I'm going to do is I have been reading up on a lot of different ways to do this 3% peroxide dip to kill algae. I've never done it before, disclaimer. So I'm a little bit at the mercy of the interwebs, right? So I've been doing a lot of reading, talking to a couple people personally, and you get always, you're going to get mixed reviews. Normally you get completely opposite reviews from people, and people telling you completely opposite things, like this is what you should do, and then don't ever do that. At least in this case, most people seem to agree that this works, but some variety in how to do it. So I've seen videos flat out of people doing it with like the full strength 3%, just filling it up. I'm going to go with a method that I think I like the sounds of, which is I'm going to just use the tank water. I'm going to put the plug in here, and then I'm going to add peroxide to it kind of slowly until I start to see it bubble, so that I know that it's working. Then I'm going to time it for about 1 to 2 minutes. Then I'm going to pull it out and I'm going to put it back in the tank. So let's see what happens. Here we go. Hopefully I can just pop this off real quick, but we will see. Okay, so far that worked pretty good. Hold up. Okay, sorry, just my daughter was at the door, right, of course, when I have this thing out of the tank. So, here's the frag. You can see all the algae and stuff on it. I want to move, I guess, with a little bit of urgency. So I'm going to try to cut this off. We're going to see what happens. Okay, well, there you go. First time I've done that. That was pretty quick and easy. I wouldn't mind trying to get a little bit more off. So let's see if I can do that. I'm kind of just working it right here. Yeah, I'm making a mess, but whatever. I got a little bit of extra glue. I want to try to pop some of this glue off. Let me see if I can do that from what I was doing earlier. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay, so now you can see I have completely cleared that off, got rid of the old glue. You can see all the little like algae and stuff on there. It looks gross. So now I'm going to put it in my water. So I'm going to then bring over the camera. So hold on. So first of all, let's give a shout out to the video quality here, right? All the moving around and stuff. Okay, so I'm just doing this, guys. Straight up, I'm doing this. So I'm just going to add a little bit to here. I don't know. Let's just see what that does. Okay, I'm going to add more because I don't see anything happening. There we go. Okay, so as you can see, I see it bubbling. So I'm going to start my stopwatch right here. Boom. I'm gonna try to hold this camera still. All right, so it's bubbling. I know this is exciting. So I'm a little nervous. I've never done this before. I've probably said that 10 times. But it looks like it's working. Looks like there's some little bug that came off of there. I have no idea what that was. Whether that was good or bad. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what else, if anything, comes off of here. So I can definitely see there is definitely some small little inverts, if you will, that are popping off of there. Good to know that I have some biodiversity in the tank at only about 4 weeks, just now at 4 weeks. I just did my 1 month update. So let's see, this has now been in the water there for just about a minute. I'm gonna wait just a little bit more. Once again, how long to do this has definitely varied a lot. But there you have it. So I'm probably going to pull it out here in about 30 seconds. I'm going to try to probably cut and just like manually pull off what I can with my hands. So I'm going to go ahead and put this camera back in the tripod here. So another pause in the video. Okay, so here we are. I'm going to pull this thing out now. And yeah, it's kind of hard to do. There we go. I got to manually, while it's in here, I can see, when I float it in the water like this, I can see the algae. And I'm literally just trying to pull it off with my fingers, hoping that I'm not being too rough. These are zoas, so I know that zoas are pretty hard to kill, so. All right. Well, there you have it. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead. I know I've heard some people say, I probably shouldn't glue this back on because I might have to do it a second time, but I'm going to go ahead, try to glue it and put it back in the tank. So I don't think you're going to get a very good view of this, but I'm going to try it anyways. So I'm just going to put my glue on here. This glue isn't near as thick as I want it to be. It says that it's like this extra thick gel, but it's really not. So I'm going to put a crap ton on there, and then I'm going to try to stick it right back here in the tank. Okay, so I did it. Let's bring the camera over here and show you what I got. Okay, so there it is back in the tank. Obviously, crazy angry right there, right? But okay, guys, there it was. You just experienced it with me for the first time. I pulled off that frag, I dipped it, cleaned it, re-glued it, and I'll do an update and see how that thing's doing tomorrow.